Elmore is a village in Ottawa and Sandusky counties in the U.S. state of Ohio. The population was 1,410 at the 2010 census. The Ottawa County portion of Elmore is part of the Toledo Metropolitan Statistical Area, while the Sandusky County portion is part of the Fremont Micropolitan Statistical Area. Geography. Elmore is located at 41.47000 degrees north, 83.29222 degrees west, 41.47000 minus 83.29222. According to the United States Census Bureau, the village has a total area of 0.81 square miles, all land. Demographics. 2010 census. As of the census of 2010, there were 1,410 people, 558 households, and 389 families residing in the village. The population density was 1,740.7 inhabitants per square mile. There were 592 housing units at an average density of 730.9 per square mile. The racial makeup of the village was 96.4% white, 0.5% African American, 0.2% Native American, 0.1% Asian, 0.6% from other races, and 2.1% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 5.7% of the population. There were 558 households, of which 33.0% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 58.4% were married couples living together, 8.6% had a female householder with no husband present, 2.7% had a male householder with no wife present, and 30.3% were non-families. 27.8% of all households were made up of individuals, and 15.4% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.53 and the average family size was 3.08. The median age in the village was 38.6 years. 27.2% of residents were under the age of 18, 6% were between the ages of 18 and 24, 25.5% were from 25 to 44, 24.2% were from 45 to 64, and 17% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the village was 48.7% male and 51.3% female. 2000 census. As of the census of 2000, there were 1,426 people, 588 households, and 406 families residing in the village. The population density was 1,716.6 people per square mile. There were 606 housing units at an average density of 729.5 per square mile. The racial makeup of the village was 97.48% white, 0.14% African American, 0.28% Native American, 1.47% from other races, and 0.63% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 4.28% of the population. There were 588 households, out of which 32.8% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 57.1% were married couples living together, 9.5% had a female householder with no husband present, and 30.8% were non-families. 28.4% of all households were made up of individuals, and 18.0% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.43 and the average family size was 2.98. In the village, the population was spread out with 26.3% under the age of 18, 7.3% from 18 to 24, 29.0% from 25 to 44, 20.8% from 45 to 64, and 16.6% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 38 years. For every 100 females there were 88.9 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 84.7 males. The median income for a household in the village was $40,172, and the median income for a family was $48,550. Males had a median income of $38,958 versus $24,688 for females. The per capita income for the village was $18,786. About 3.5% of families and 5.5% of the population were below the poverty line, including 7.4% of those under age 18 and 4.5% of those age 65 or over. History. Elmore is located in what used to be known as the Black Swamp, a sprawling area of marsh that covered the majority of northwest Ohio, and was primarily inhabited by Native Americans until the 19th century. It is believed that the Portage River, which runs alongside the village, most likely derives its name from early explorers who were forced to portage or carry their canoes and boats around the river's intermittent shallows and rapids. German settlers during the first half of the 1800s began the long process of draining the land and clear-cutting the dense forest, exposing the nutrient-rich soil, which, along with a once-thriving railroad, provided the foundation for the village's early growth and development. The land surrounding Elmore is tabletop flat. Several sawmills in the vicinity provided the badly needed planks for the muddy plank road, designated as U.S. Route 20, between Fremont, Ohio and Perrysburg, Ohio. The Ohio Turnpike replaced U.S. 20 as the main avenue across northern Ohio, but is still widely used. The building of the turnpike in the 1950s affected every town along U.S. 20, illustrated by abandoned motels and restaurants along its course. Elmore was the site of the original manufacture of the Elmore automobile, one of the first companies bought up by W.C. Durant to form General Motors. The nearby beryllium plant is a key player in nuclear power, nuclear weaponry, and space program technology. Present-day Elmore is a small community with a business district that has struggled to achieve success in recent years. The New York Central Railroad has been gone for many decades, and the village has faced challenges related to a decreased transportation role after construction of the Ohio Turnpike, which bypassed the village. However, the increasing ease of modern travel and the construction of a turnpike interchange in 1997 have created new opportunities for the village. Many locals commute to Toledo or other nearby cities and towns for work, while the village promotes itself as a place for others to play. In recent years, the presence of several new stores has brought some success to the downtown area as a destination, and village leaders have attempted to cultivate that image with various measures such as old-fashioned street posts and a refurbished train depot. In recent years, the annual Portage River Festival, various other local events, and a fairly well-known headless motorcycle riding ghost are what tend to bring people into the area. In 2011, Elmore attracted national news coverage for its unique mayoral race featuring incumbent Lowell Crumnow and his older brother, Councilman James Crumnow. Notable people: Clara Blinn. Attractions: Elmore is home to Skidell Arboretum and Gardens, the former Victorian estate of a local quarry magnate, and is now a botanical preserve of national standing. A bike and footpath, several parks, a golf course, turn-of-the-century cemeteries, Victorian homes, tree-lined streets, and riverfront views are cited by those who describe the village. The Portage River, which passes alongside the village, plays an important recreational role in the community, and it is not uncommon for locals and visitors alike to be found taking advantage of the river through fishing or other activities. Both Walter Orry Park and Riverbend Park stand along the banks of the river and offer the community additional sources of recreation. Several Protestant and/or evangelical churches are active players in the community. One common venture of these congregations is to support the local Elmore Retirement Village.